Hey everybody, it's Mary. We're gonna demold some plaster today, and you're gonna see some little tips and tricks. I already took one out just to get started, so we're gonna see what happens as I take these out of the molds. They're still really damp. I only poured them about 12 hours ago, so they need a lot more time to dry. And I like to put them on a cookie sheet first so that they get air underneath and also above for drying. And I did add some clear Elmer's glue to my mixture last night because I wanted to make these a little more durable and a little less chalky. So let's see how it goes. All right, so I only needed a couple letters because I had certain things that people ordered and needed. So I'm gonna carefully push this from the bottom. You can see I already broke one. That's okay. So what I do if they break, if I really need that letter, I'll probably just remake it. But there is a way to fix them, and we'll talk about that later. I'm just gonna set this over here. All right, you can also kind of pull around the edges of your mold like this to loosen them up. And then I always like to press from the bottom. We got our M, okay? This one needs to get sanded down for sure on the back, but that's okay. And we're gonna do this again. This is not something that is like a quick process. You need to be patient. And I think I wasn't too patient with that S, and I think that's why it broke, but that's okay. We'll remake it. And I'm gonna put these in my bucket over here for when I clean everything later. All right, let's get our beach stuff going here. Now these pop out so much easier because I don't have as much to work around. This one popped right out, which was awesome. Put that there. All right, this one has an umbrella stand, so we got to be careful with that. Let's take a look. Not bad. It does have some funny little spots on it, so I'll be sanding that down. There's various reasons that could have happened, so I'll just leave that here. We'll deal with that later. Let's get our starfish. Cute. Love it. Okay. And I don't seal these before I send them out because they definitely need to be able to absorb the paint. So that's, I know a lot of people seal them, but I prefer not to do that, especially if you're going to use watercolor paint. They actually are so beautiful when you add watercolor. So we'll talk about that some more another time. All right, Mr. Crab. This happened last time I did this mold. The one arm didn't stay. So again, we can talk about doing repairs later. Let's see how this one goes. That's really cute too. Okay, move this out of my way. All right, so I'm gonna keep demolding these and we'll talk some more later. If you have any questions, just drop it in the comments. And I am coming out with an ultimate guide for you. And I'm super excited to be sharing that later this week. Cheers.